Konchar, corner three. Rebound, Naji Marshall. Gets it away in time and hits.
Yeah, this one, a close one all night long. Biggest lead for either team has been 8, so single digits the whole way through. Nicely done by Naji Marshall.
Back to the zone here for Denver for a look. I saw it on a number of possessions in the first half. Naji Marshall, little one-handed floater. He's got 21 points in 18 minutes.
Like he used to playing 5 for the Lakers.
Marshall chiseling inside for 2. Pretty play for Naji Marshall.
Stewart came over there to challenge the shot. Powell runs down an offensive rebound, and it's Marshall.
Nice.
Rebound claimed by Marshall. Here's Marshall. Trying to fight off the defender. Got into the paint and hit.
He's really good in there.
Yeah.
Marshall, 3 on the shot clock. On the drive. Tough shot off the glass.
Lakers have opened up a 13-point lead. They've hit their last 7 shots. Anthony Davis trying to get on track. Lakers making sure he's not going to be able to do so as Marshall floats it up and in. They're doing everything to get the ball out of his hands and making life difficult for Davis.
Doncic and Kuminga.
Look at that swarming defense.
It's Marshall across the lane, and Kuminga was defending. That's a tough shot.
Well, I wonder what his shooting is after he made his first couple free throws.
Well, at the time, he was just 1 for 10. So if you could do the math there, that would be great. As Naji Williams.
Grizzlies this season have done a better job defending at home than they have on the road by a margin of about 8 points. Marshall.
2 for 1 there to go for Naji Marshall.
Knocks down another triple, his second of the opening quarter. Marshall full-headed steam, got it up over Durant for 2. 1.6, and the clock expires.
ISO here. Kyrie, too strong off the glass against Hart. Rebound is tipped out to Marshall. Smooth game in the paint. Naji Marshall hits the pull-up.
At the line anyways.
I don't know. Was that on? Oh, you didn't have to do a keys to victory tonight. Never mind.
Yeah. It would have been.
Shot clock at 8. Grimes comes to get it. Grimes surrounded. Back up top to Marshall. Marshall on the drive. The runner's up. Banks it in. Naji Marshall puts Dallas up by 4.
In the 6 games that Luke has missed this year, Grimes has really picked up the slack. He's averaged almost 15 points per game in those contests. And there's Naji Marshall. Pick and roll involving Kyrie and Davis. Kyrie darts up the baseline. Late clock. Marshall drives baseline, spins, flips it up, falls in. Run buster right there.
A kid named Tony had that question.
Oh, Naji Marshall in the paint.
For the Mavs to start the second 12. Daniel Tice staying home. And a smart play. Gafford's on the other side, but there's Naji. Naji Marshall.
Presti.
And a little jumper in the lane, knocked down.
Quick drive, and Marshall got the roll. But again, Philadelphia.
They go to double. Edwards drives and kicks to the corner. Marshall penetrates into the lane, goes up and puts it in. Dallas by 2. Timeout, Steve Kerr. 25.6 seconds left.
I got to see Patrick Williams get on the backboard. He's kind of fading back. 3, 4, and 5 should always be offensive rebounding.
Marshall, he banks one in over Getty.
Mavericks 3 of 17 from the field with 8 turnovers here in the third quarter. Shot clock is off. Marshall spins and finally gets it to go. His first field goal of the third quarter.
And playing free safety, Naji Marshall right there on the post batter. On the bounce. Oh, way up there.
You don't want to give the extra possessions to this Mavericks team. Gafford having a career year scoring. Marshall driving, bully ball, and a finish.
Giannis going for the rebound, can't get it, in Marshall's hands instead. Give that shot to Marshall, he'll take it and make it.
Mavericks have hit 10 of their last 11.
Backdoor. Good job by Hart to close it. Another backdoor.
Marshall, once again, he's hit his first 6 shots from the field.
And then the wear and tear from the next game last night, so he is sitting out tonight.
Well, hopefully Jeremy's back on his feet, ready for Wednesday night.
Why he never passed, but that came later.
Oh, I saw him pass when he came here. Naji Marshall, beautiful spin move. He's
Rightfully so. Jason Kidd leaving him on the floor as they have 10 seconds on the shot clock. Naji Marshall, who had a double-double at halftime, adds on that stat.
Boy, Marshall, I can't say.
You know, I was born in Greece, lived there till I was 11. That's my first love. My first love and second love is a little basketball.
25-14. I cannot wait, Joe Johnson, until we hang number 2 up in the rafters here at State Farm Arena.
I just think sometimes as a team, we get stuck beating the ball.
Marshall stops the 10-0 run, stops the bleeding.
You know, what triggers him being aggressive? He's standing on the perimeter, 35 feet from the basket as the entire possession is going on. Now, they get a bucket there.
Magic have doubled up the Mavericks in the first 5 minutes. It's 4-2. Naji Marshall coming off an enormous outing at New York at 38.
17 from Bridges, 12 from Hart. And a drought tonight, though, as OG Anunoby amongst the starters. Pull up in the paint. Marshall, down he goes, down goes the shot.
The Dallas Mavericks have 33 assists. Marshall drives in, stops, and pops for 2.
We don't have time. That's another broadcast. We don't have time to jump into all those Floridians.
Here's Marshall down the edge of the lane, and he banks it home.
Oh, good job. You are really sharp. Done with the deflection. It goes into the hands of Marshall. 10 to shoot. Another tough shot from Marshall.
To Kyrie. Right back to Marshall. Another handoff. Looking for a rolling Naji Marshall. He makes the play!
Was incredible. The attention to detail for this team was fantastic, and you see it here early on in the first quarter. And lastly, Nico Harrison, their general manager, told me they have packed Dave.
You're Jones here, you don't want to foul. Skip pass over to Marshall, didn't want the 3, instead pulls up, baseline, and just does beat the shot clock.
It's just can be hard, especially with the makeup of this roster, for him to get consistent minutes.
Marshall shakes LeBron James.
1 game earlier this year with the Thunder, now 7 games this year with Philadelphia for Alex Reese. Pull up 2 made by Marshall.
This 3-point shot is really keeping the 76ers in this game.
And get into that beautiful baseline pull-up.
Naji Marshall has been a great scorer in this first half.
Minute restriction.
And he continues. 14.
Yeah, right.
Made 1 change in their lineup so far tonight. Lively coming out of the game and Kleba going in. Here's a loose ball dug out by Dallas. Marshall in the paint. Low clock scores.
Spencer Dinwiddie playing a lot of minutes. 31 already tonight. Naji had a steam. He got there. We've seen that before.
Mavs at home on top by 3. Dallas at home this year, 19 wins, 16 losses. Operating off the dribble is Naji Marshall. Said a moment ago they were looking for his first basket, and there it is.
And Irving with the basketball.
Important close to this quarter for Golden State. They've weathered the storm that Kyrie Irving gave them, got into single digits again, but a beautiful drive.
And now you're putting these tools to work and let them marinate, let them grow, and this is exciting. So be excited today. We're looking at April, we're looking at May.
Hero keeps Hardy out of the paint. Now going downhill, Naji Marshall rises over Jovic.
He's so slick, man.
Dallas looking for their 5th win in the last 6 games. One of the 4 wins in the last 5 was over Brooklyn a week ago tonight.
I don't care about that basket. That defense was awesome by Powell.
There will be a chance here for Dallas. It's Marshall in the paint. Beats the buzzer.
He does it a lot.
Luka. Out front, Marshall. Just inside the paint and drops in 2.
KD had missed Bobo in transition, was saying my bad, and then waiting for him to come up, and he didn't quite get there.
Marshall, meanwhile, at the other end, scores it.
Dinwiddie goes cross court. Hardy up top to Marshall. Marshall had that great start. Goes to Chua, goes inside. That shot is good.
He's had money in the bank tonight.
Marshall pulls back. That's his fourth 30-point game of the season. As Marshall with 38 to add to his career high.
Mitchell hustling back on the defensive end. Marshall into that turnaround, and he's going to get it despite the no look. Marshall. Stop and go, put it in.
There's Naji Marshall touching paint. He gets a nice roll.
They've got to drop their butts and see if they can stop someone.
Remember, Tatum was 0 of 5 in that fourth quarter against Cleveland. He's come in tonight. Porzingis tried to defend. Marshall will hit nonetheless on the mid-range shot. They double Clay. Exum cross court. Marshall, who's playing great, puts it on the fly up and in. Timeout, Boston.
See if they look for Thompson. And that jumper's good. That's a nice move in the lane. Marshall.
Being outshot 48% to 44%. Naji lost the handle momentarily. And still got there. 2-point game. And a timeout for Willie Green and the Bells.
It's 45-25 Denver. Washington feed it. Marshall drives in on Brown. Marshall floats it in.
Oh no, negative three. Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, 120 to 117. Yeah. Last week's loss. Marshall got it to fall.
Marshall dribbles the ball high, looked like he might lose it, but
he scores again. 9 for 10 from the field.
We caught a break there.
Marshall on the move. He scores in the paint.
That's his game right there.
Marshall spins, puts it up, and puts it in. Naji Marshall.
Expect Luka and the Lakers to make a run.
There's no question they're good enough to be that team that's the last team standing against Oklahoma City in the Western Conference when it's all said and done. But I can make the case for a couple other teams out west as well.
Walker Kessler at Auburn, used to playing with a big. Marshall makes the J in the paint.
Spencer Dinwiddie, Prosper in flight. In the corner, Marshall. Across the lane and sets up over Brown.
Due to the schedule, normally it's because you're making a run for seeding. Maybe in those situations, shoot-arounds are used as practice, he said, but right now, we're not even really having shoot-arounds on game days.
As Cason Wallace caught the defense for the Mavs napping on that play. You don't usually get an open bucket at the rim on a set piece.
As Marshall's going to get fouled.
And we're seeing different roles being played for players as well for Dallas as Marshall found the space and the bucket.
Just playing bully ball with both of them, kind of shedding them aside and getting right to the rim.
Marshall. Nice play. Naji Marshall, 5th year.
We'll need to go quick. Here's the double team to try to force the action here by Dallas.
Marshall has it. Pump faking and firing on the fly. Nice hit. Naji Marshall.
First matchup this year, won't see him again until down in Houston on January 1st, a New Year's Day game. Hard dribble drive there by Naji Marshall to score.
I like the attack.
He's a put your head